Hello, everyone. It is Big Mama Maisha, your psychotherapist, and I'm here to discuss rejection is your protection. So stop wanting acceptance. We have a fear of rejection, and that needs to be banished. We have a fear of rejection and being abandoned by people. And we need to start understanding and understanding that you didn't come here to be accepted by people. A lot of times we want to fit in with people. We want to be close to people. We want to be friends with people. We want people to like us. We want people to admire us. We want people to be in our life. And those type of people experience a lot of rejection unless they are being who they are not designed to be, or what you designed yourself to come here as. A lot of people that want a lot of attention, or they want to be accepted by others, and they deal with rejection. You need to understand that you are here by yourself, and there are only a select few of people who are considered roots. Everybody else is that leaf, and that's why they leave. You see, it is very important to be who you are, be what you are, and embrace that individual. If you don't like something about yourself, then you change it. However, other than that, you don't have to change yourself to please nobody. 9 times out of 10, the people who don't like you, they don't like themselves. Okay? Rejection is your protection. A lot of times we try to fit in with people. We try to fit in with a crowd that's not even on our vibration. We just want to be nice to people. We just want to help people. We just want to be there for people. And they will reject you. And then that'll hurt your feelings. That'll make you angry. It'll make you don't want to deal with nobody. When the whole time, rejection is your protection. And you just want acceptance. And acceptance is something that you shouldn't even want. It's about accepting yourself, really. Not wanting others to. When you accept yourself, life becomes under your willpower. When you accept yourself, you actually control life. When you accept yourself, you actually control thoughts, people, and your entire vibration. You actually control your attractions when you accept yourself and not wanting others to. When you accept yourself, you have a sense of validation, or you gain a sense of validation that is like no other. But when you want other people to accept you, then you start invalidating self. You start rejecting self. And then when you're not what they want you to be, you experience rejection. Life is not about you coming here, okay, wanting to have many friends, even though that's what we're taught, or everybody loving you. That means that you can't be you, and that makes you unhappy. You don't experience what we call exhilaration when you want other people to accept you. You will have a problem with rejection when people reject you. You will have a lot of issues in life. You will become really, really, really angry. You know, when you have a fear of rejection, you have a fear of people ignoring you or even abandoning you. And truth is, they never was into you. They never even gave a fuck about you. It's a difference between you just having foolish behavior and people rejecting you or abandoning you because you have foolish behavior. But when you are yourself and you're just being yourself and you're just trying to, be there for other people, and it just seems like every time you turn around, people is rejecting you, or it seems like people is criticizing you, don't let that become a paranoia. Embrace it. Okay, well, there's a reason why you don't like me. There is a reason why we're not getting along. And whatever that reason is, let's just let bygones be bygones. You go your way and I go my way. At the end of the day, guess what happens? When you grow older, you're only going to have a certain amount of people in your life anyway. You're going to have your day ones that's been there since you were younger, and you're going to have those who left out your life. They are the leaf on your tree. Start accepting that you're the tree and you have many leaves, but only certain amount of roots. The roots are there to comfort you, to assure your growth. Your roots are there to protect you. They are there to help guide you, help you to become who you came here to be, or who you are destined to be. You are not going to have more leaves than roots, if that makes sense. So accept the roots. These are people who they absolutely just want to be in your life. They just want to be there for you. You can have all kinds of issues and they still accept you for you. They don't try to change you into what they want you to be in order for them to like you. They accept you. Y'all rock. Y'all won. You see what I'm saying? These are the ones who you probably chose to be there for you on your destiny. And everybody else are lessons, you see. They're lessons to teach you how to accept yourself. You see what I'm saying? How to accept your environment, how to accept those that are in your life. I want to talk a little bit about rejection. A lot of times it starts with a lot of us who grew up without family. We didn't have the mother, the father, the sisters, the brothers, and we're calling ourselves the black sheep. The black sheep are the ones who stand out. They're not the ones who fit in. They don't do everything that everybody else do. They don't believe what everybody else believes. You don't say what everybody else say. You don't act how everybody else act. And you don't feel how everybody else feel. And that's okay. That is perfectly okay. And people is going to reject you. And you should not even try to fit into a crowd that rejects you, because it's something about their vibration that is beneath you. Allow your narcissism to kick in and say, you know what? My bad for trying to fit in with you. My bad for trying to be like you or think like you. Because 9 times out of 10, they're in a trend. Okay. When we don't accept rejection, we become codependent too. We want everybody else to approve of us. We want everybody else to want us, to desire us, to need us. We need everybody else to validate us. And that ain't cool. You came through this portal, or what you call your muma, or your mubaz, womb. And you came here by yourself. You see, you are the only one who came through that portal at a certain time through that specific portal, or what you call the womb. That's what y'all call it. When you came here, you didn't come here with everybody else. Not even your sisters, your brothers, your aunties, your uncles, your cousins. your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your co-workers, your friends. You did not come through here with none of them. And whatever their purpose is that they served in your life, let that be. It could be that they taught you who not to be, or that they taught you who you are becoming. And now their role is through. And some people come through your life just to reject you. And when they reject you, how do you respond? Are you responding with what we call self-toxic talk? Oh, I'm not good enough. That's why they're not accepting me. Oh, I'm not cool enough. No, it don't mean that. It simply means that you are all that, and you are not on that vibration. Okay. You see, when we base ourselves off of others, and this is for a lot of you who got that Cancer energy or that number 2. If you base yourself off of how others feel about you, or what they think about you, or what they got to say about you, that's not self-reliance. That's more codependence. I'm depending on other people to validate me. That's what codependence is. I'm depending on other people to need me. I'm depending on other people to want me. I need them to accept me. And that's why your biggest fear is being ignored or being rejected. Cancer, Leo, Capricorn energy. Do you not understand or understand or overstand that these other energies are teaching you that you don't need? Think about it. Think about it. Instead of embracing rejection and people not wanting to be in our lives, we have a fear of them criticizing us or judging us, being ignored by them, abandoned by them. And for what? You weren't born with them. And if they're from your prior life, or whatever the fuck that is, that strife should have stayed in that life. So even when it comes down to your enemies, whether they are open enemies or secret enemies, the thing is, they're bothering you. You're not bothering them. So whatever they feel they need to get at you at in this life, that's on them. Whatever beef you had, that beef should have been squashed in a prior life. You see, when you don't give a fuck about how other people feel about you, or when you don't give a fuck about how other people see you, then guess what? You will do something called ignore them. You don't give a fuck. And sometimes that bothers people. Sometimes it affects them. And it's because of how they don't have self-validation. They don't accept themselves. They don't validate themselves. They're not okay even with people telling them no. They have a problem with that. They have a problem with people telling them no. You know, and you don't want to be in that category. You want to be okay with people saying, you know what? I don't like you. Okay. When we fight people who don't like us, guess what? That means that you are used to being thrown away, abandoned, rejected, and you don't know how to deal with that. You don't know how to accept that. And I'm going to give you a secret. Rejection is your protection. So stop wanting acceptance. You don't need other people to accept you. Okay? You came here in isolation, and isolation shall you get through. Those who want to come and say how you're doing, and they want you in their life, and you want them in yours, that's fine. Okay? But don't let it be some sort of surprise. If one day they walk out your life, it's fine. It's absolutely fine, no matter how much you love them. And see, this is why we need to assure that we're not loving, or what we call loving, people more than what we should. You give them what they deserve, okay? If people come in your life, we don't need to treat them like, or put them on a pedestal, and they don't even deserve it. You see, then when they decide to reject us, then what we do is we get pissed off inside. Well, it's your fault that you put them too high. I'm finding out that the more you try to be accepted, the more rejection you experience. Unless, of course, you're an ass kisser. And when you're not an ass kisser, rejection is something you should embrace. When you don't do everything that other people want you to do, rejection is something you should embrace. Stop trying to fit into a crowd that's not for you anyway. I'm just being real, y'all. Okay? You're allowing yourself to be abused when you want acceptance from everybody. You got to be like this. You got to act like this. You got to feel like this. You got to think like this. You got to do what I say. If you don't do what everybody else do, then you ain't fit. You're not fitting in. That's fine. I'm going to do things my way. I'm going to do what comforts me. And if what comfort me don't comfort you, then at the end of the day, we're not meant to be in each other's life, boo. Truthfully. Stand up for yourself and learn how to validate yourself. When a motherfucker outright rejects you, tell them, you know what, that's fine. Maybe it's not meant to be right now. Maybe it's never meant to be. It doesn't matter. Because see, when your eyes close, or when my eyes close, and we never to return in this life again, guess what? It ends. So if you want the friendship, the relationship to end, that's fine. You want it to end right now, that's fine. I still can breathe. And there's others out there that are for me. They will attract themselves to my life. And see, they call these kind of people narcissists. But narcissists are those who have dealt with so much abandonment. I'm not talking about pretentious narcissists. Those who want attention. If you don't give it to them, they'll gaslight you and start shit with you and fuck with you and cause problems in your life because you're not their narcissistic supply, or pretentious narcissistic supply. I'm talking about those who have been abandoned, even by their mother and father since childhood. And they have grown up and they have learned they're not supposed to be accepted. You call these people stuck up or narcissists. And it's not that they're stuck up. It's not that they're even what we think is narcissists. It's that they have self-validation now. They validate themselves. They adore themselves. Everything that they're looking for in somebody else, they learn to have and do for themselves. When you don't accept rejection, you become resentful. You have a resentful heart. You feel unacknowledged. Who cares if people don't acknowledge you? Acknowledge yourself. Put yourself up on a pedestal. Don't wait for others to do it. You know, for real. Okay? And all it is overdoing for people, especially if you got that number 6 energy, you just overdoing, and then people don't respond to you the way that you want them to, guess what? You become resentful and you feel unacknowledged because you chose to be overly responsible. Then you get mad because you chose to be overly responsible. Then you have an attitude with people and don't want to do for people because you have overdone things for the wrong people. Good deeds, when you do deeds, and well, I don't like to say good, but when you do deeds for others that serve them, okay, guess what happens? That attraction comes to you. When you do deeds for others with no sense of acknowledgement and that's just how you are, those deeds come to you. So you don't have to feel resentful. Even if that person rejects you, you don't have to feel resentful. You just know that what you've done shall come back to you. It shall return. So rejection is very important when it comes down to having a sense of balance. You want to make sure that, or what I call, disequilibrium. Okay? You don't really have a sense of self when it comes down to who you are. Okay? You want to become equilibrated. Okay? You want to know that it's a difference between me and it's a difference between you. And whatever is in that middle ground that's causing tension, that's okay. You see what I'm saying? That's okay. If we can't get along, that's okay. All of that is okay. Become harmonious, or what we call harmonious, within yourself. Okay? Or what we think harmonious is. I don't use words lightly because those are spells. So what your intention on harmonious is, that's what you want to become within yourself. You want to have that in your own heart. You want to accept yourself. That's what true peace within yourself is. Being okay with yourself. Feeling well with yourself. When you don't, you manifest different illnesses and infections in your body. And you start attracting different spirits. You don't want that. Self-acceptance is the key. Rejection is your protection. You don't need acceptance. Now, if you're rejecting yourself, that's something you need to work on. You need to start accepting yourself. Okay? Fuck caring about everybody. Oh, I care about you. I care about you. I care about them. I care about them. Some people you don't need to give a fuck about. Caring births doubt. And it can manifest self-doubt when you care too much. I care. Care about yourself. And care about the ones who really give a fuck about you. A lot of times we'll start caring about other people so much we'll neglect those who are really for us. That's not cool. You see, rejection is your protection. You don't need acceptance. You don't need to fear being disregarded. So what? People disregard you, so the fuck what? People don't give a fuck about you, so the fuck what? Okay. Those who do are what you put energy in, because they're putting energy in you. So when you're taking that energy away from them and trying to put it into other people who don't give a fuck about you, and you care about other people who don't give a fuck about you, you're distracting yourself. That's not cool. Okay? Embrace rejection. A lot of times, especially when we want to be celebrities or we want to be seen and we want everybody to give a fuck about us and worship us and need us and admire us, and we need 1 million people in our life. It's because we want power. We want a position of power. We want everybody to look at us like we are powerful or we are worthy. And the thing is, they're looking for validation. They probably have self-esteem issues. That's why they need you to validate them. That's why they look at you as being worthy and not them. You see, we need to start taking control of ourselves. Okay? And being rejected is okay. When you don't have control of yourself, you actually have a problem with rejection. Okay? You do. When you don't know how to control yourself. When you don't have what we call esteem. When you don't have self-esteem, you have a problem with rejection. Oh, you don't like me? Guess what thoughts is really going in people's head? You don't like me? You know, especially if you want power and control over them. You don't like me? It's reasons behind that. You don't like me. If you don't like somebody because of whatever the fuck reason, that's your prerogative. You ain't gotta fuck with them. And if they're trying to force you and control you to like them, they need validation. They are the pretentious narcissists. They are the ones who need you. You don't need them. Rejection is your protection. You see, I'm gonna teach y'all something. Okay? People gonna come in your life and they not gonna like you for whatever reason. It could be because of your hair. It could be because of how you dress. It could be because of who you're with. It could be because of what you're driving. It could be because of how you think. People gonna just not like you for whatever reason. They cannot like you just because of who you are. It don't got nothing to do with what you've done to them. Not all the time. Some people who don't like you is because of some shit that you probably have done. You may have made mistakes and now they don't like you. It's okay. Let bygones be bygones. Move on. Don't try to force them to like you. Don't keep tension going. Be the water and put the fire out. Don't ignite that motherfucker. You're the boss. You the motherfucking queen or the king. You the motherfucking one. Let them know that by letting them know you beneath me on that vibration. Okay? Start paying attention to yourself. Ask yourself, why do I need so much attention? Why do I need people to accept me? What have I been taught? Sometimes your mother teach you, you want everybody to like you. Your mother could have problems. Your father could have problems with rejection. And you are here to teach them rejection is okay. It's okay to be in solitude. It's okay to be by yourself. It's okay. You're not completely by yourself. You got people who fuck with you. You just want more people. It's never enough, is it? And that's especially with that fucking Leo energy or that Sun energy or that number one Aries energy too. Okay? And I put Leo as number one, and I also say that Aries is like a shadow of the number one. They want attention. They in competition. They feel like they better than other people. They want other people to worship them though. Well, if you're better than other people, then why do you want people who are you feel is less than to worship you or to want to be in your life? Really? You want to know what the real thing is? You got a problem with feeling abandoned. You have a problem with rejection. Seriously. And it can turn you into a really terrible person when you don't embrace rejection. You are here to grow. You're not here to be accepted. You are here to grow. You are here as an evolving universe to grow. You are here to learn and grow. Learn and grow. You're morphing. You're growing, or what you call growing. You're morphing. You're constantly what you call evolving, okay, or elevating. So if people don't accept you, then it's something about you that you need to start accepting, isn't it? Such as yourself. You know, it's okay if people don't like you. It's okay. You're becoming stronger, okay? So when you have rejection issues, you will experience intense tests in life, okay, with working with feelings of fear. And this fear has a lot to do with you not embracing rejection. When you don't embrace rejection, you'll have a problem with standing up for yourself. I'm talking about in a real way, okay? See, standing up for yourself is not always fighting those who rejected you, but embracing it. Okay. Okay, that's fine. You don't like me? That's fine. Not, oh, I'm going to have to show you why you like me. Oh, I'm going to have to show you I'm better than you. I'm going to have to show you. You know, that's self-invalidation. You don't have to show nobody a motherfucking thing. All you got to do is sit back and motherfucking relax. Who give a fuck about them not liking you? That's the real attitude you should have. You want to feel worthy? Make yourself feel what you intend worthy to be. You're not worthy based off of them. You're not worthy based off of what they think. You're not worthy based off of what they... First of all, they don't even feel like they're worthy. Anytime you feel like you should be worthy because of, or you only feel worthy because of how other people think about you, you're feeling this way, or your worthiness is coming from people who don't even feel worthy themselves. Think about it. The law of attraction. You're attracting how you really feel. I only feel important. I only feel like I'm somebody if everybody else like me. Fuck myself. Just everybody else. If everybody else like me, then I'm worthy. No, how about you worthy because you're you? How about trying to get people to really embrace you because they really like how you are? Fuck you trying to be like everybody else. Be yourself. Okay? Okay? Straight up. When you don't feel worthy, you deal with pain in your body, like arthritis. When you don't feel worthy about yourself, you deal with a lot of what they call RA, or motherfucking pain. It's interesting. RA means rock, the sun. And if you don't feel worthy, you start having arthritis. Means you've been put upon. You're putting too much on yourself. Period. You'll have arthritis in your elbows, your knees, your shoulders. Okay. And you need to start telling yourself, I'm going to stop putting too much on myself. And that includes not embracing rejection. You're putting too much on yourself when you need other people to need you. You're putting too much on yourself when you need other people to like you. Okay? You start feeling unloved. You start feeling like nobody wants you. Oh, nobody wants me. Nobody loves me. Nobody cares. But in fact, people do. It's just the ones that you want to. They're teaching you everybody isn't supposed to. And flow with those that do. Rejection is your protection. No need in feeling abandoned. No need in feeling disregarded. It's okay to experience that. But it's better to embrace it. Ooh, you don't like me. What is myself protecting myself over with you? And then later on down the line, you find out they were motherfucking toxicity. You find out that they motherfucking asses is the ones that you don't want to be around. You find out that them motherfuckers is the one that you don't need. They would have brought problems in your life. And then when you want to be accepted, okay, I want to be accepted. Then they hurt you somewhere down the line. Now you're hurt, you're angry, you're bitter. And for what? When all you had to do was consider how rejection works. It's okay to be rejected. People don't like you, that's fine. Ain't no need in fighting it. Why? Because rejection is your protection. There is no need in wanting acceptance. Okay, I'm going to talk about this a little bit more, then I'm going to move on. This right here, I make you where you are sensitive. You take everything personally when you don't know how to embrace rejection. You don't like me? Person might not like you because shit, they don't have to. But now you're taking it personally. They just don't like how you are. They don't like you because shit, you look better than them. They don't like you because you're better than them. That could be what's the problem. They feel like you're better than them. They feel like you're like an intimidation. Okay? A lot of times that's what it is, especially if you ain't never done nothing to them. Says if you don't owe them nothing. So don't try to be their friend. Don't need that. You don't need friends. You need roots. Friends end. See, the name of that word friend, or that term friend at the end, has end. They end. That's why a lot of people say, I don't have friends. Fuck friends. It's because they are to end. But when you got those roots, they're stuck to you. And they're not letting you go. You're unique. You ain't got to blend in with no crowd. Instead, make that motherfucking crowd want to blend in with you. And if they're not blending in with you, they're not on the same vibration. You could be toxic or they could be toxic. But I'm talking to those who have a fear of rejection just because you're you. Just because of how you dress. Oh, you know, I gotta wear my hair. A lot of us think that we look fly if we put fake ass hair in our motherfucking hair. We look fly when we put some fucking synthetic hair in our hair, when we put synthetic eyelashes on, when we put motherfucking synthetic makeup on, when we put synthetic ass motherfucking earrings on. Everything's synthetic, but you want to feel worthy even though you're full of fake shit. Oh, but we do this because we want to feel like we're a part of the crowd. Oh, she's so beautiful. We'll go fucking get surgery on our boobs. Go get surgery on our asses because we want to be everybody's attraction. Be okay with not having an ass. Be okay with not having a big set of titties. Somebody gonna love your little titty ass, your little bitty ass. Somebody gonna motherfucking adore you, honey. Somebody gonna share you. See, compare yourself to that motherfucking dress that everybody overlooked. But it's gonna be that one person that gonna be, this dress is bombed in the girl, but wear this motherfucker right here. This motherfucker is all that. Okay? This motherfucker is all that. Everybody else can probably pass that dress, and I don't like that fucking dress. They don't even fucking want that dress. But then it's gonna be somebody that's gonna come and say, this motherfucker right here is the motherfucking shit right here. They probably don't like the dress because it ain't name brand. Who give a fuck? See what I'm saying? Stop letting yourself down. That's what you're doing when you don't embrace rejection. You start turning into a fucking clown. Well, you know, if I put this costume on, if I put this on, then maybe people will like me. I can trick people into liking me. That's not authenticity. You're not authentic. People like you because of fake shit. That's what you want. Cut that shit out. Be who the fuck you are. People who fuck with you, they gonna fuck with you. You feel me? People that fuck with you, they gonna fuck with you. People that rock with you, they gonna rock with you. You feel me? People that reject you, they gonna reject you. Well, a lot of people reject me. Well, maybe because you are a fucking black sheep. Maybe it's because you don't think the way they think. Maybe it's because you're not following a trend. Maybe it's because you're not a fucking slave to their religion. Maybe it's because you don't fucking eat what they eat. Who give a fuck? People gonna judge you, period. You got people out here who eat motherfucking chicken. You got people out here who motherfucking would rather eat soy. Did you know that soy don't break down in the bodies, but chicken does? So you sitting up here talking about, oh, I should be vegan because everybody else is vegan. They talking about, oh, this is, you putting all this filth in your body. No, they're actually putting filth in their body. They're putting all of these motherfucking toxic motherfucking shits in their body, and they're telling you that you're doing it. Why? Because they want to fit in. They follow a trend. But deep down inside, you're the fucking black sheep. You fucking know that eating chicken is more fucking what we call or deem healthier for you than fucking soy meat. And you know for a fact you don't want no fucking walnut meat on your tacos. You want some real motherfucking and meat means human. Just to let you know, they don't fucking know though. Meat means human. A cannibal is somebody that eat humans, not chicken. Certain motherfucking what you call animals are to be eaten. Oh, well, they do it in the motherfucking, how they kill them and you're putting another soul. It don't matter what the fuck you call it. Motherfuckers don't want to accept you because you don't want to be vegan. You don't want to eat bug food. You rather eat animals than insects? Oh, well, what about what's in the animal? It don't matter what's in it. What they have to eat too. And just like whatever the fuck they eat them. Okay? Just like whatever the fuck you eat, it eats you. It's like what they call it. It's just revolve. You feel me? Motherfucker. You eat motherfucking chicken. You say you got worms. You got worms in you before you eat your chicken. Okay? You got bacteria in you before you eat that shit. You got bacteria in you while you eating it. A lot of y'all fucking so-called vegans and so-called holistic people, y'all don't even realize that shit like mistletoe, motherfucking sea moss is a problem. You ain't supposed to put that shit in your body. You go do the research since you know so much. Rejection is your protection. Oh, people don't like me because I'm not Christian. I'm not in their religion. I don't follow their thoughts. So they don't like me. Thumbs up. You ain't supposed to follow them. Maybe you hear the motherfucking overrule that cult. You ain't supposed to fit in. You notice how religious people do that shit? If you don't follow their God, they do the same thing the KKK did. They want to motherfucking damn you and kill you and say you going to hell and you ain't shit and you worship this, and they just go to putting you on this motherfucking category that you be like, dude, I don't fuck with nobody. I don't fuck with nobody. I'm me. You and your God got a problem with rejection. I don't give a fuck who don't fuck with me. You don't fuck with me, fine. But it seems like your God wants to motherfucking harm people that don't want to fuck with you. They got problems with rejection. It couldn't be the true creator anyway, because whoever the true creator, they don't give a fuck about who knows its name or none of that, because it's supposed to be the creator of all. So it don't matter. What the fuck? If I want to motherfucking worship the turtle, it's fine. If I want to worship the motherfucking trees, that's fine. If I want to worship the motherfucking fish in the sea, it's fine. The creator is all of that. So why the fuck would it have a problem if I don't want to call it a certain name or follow a certain motherfucking religion, aka a trend? Spirituality means fucking demonology. I don't understand what the fuck we thinking that we're doing when we worshiping these gods and goddesses any motherfucking way. Oh, I gotta come to you because I need some money. Why the fuck we gotta go to somebody else and get their authority on whether we have what the fuck we need? You feel that invalidated? See, people reject me, and that's fine. I'm not here for you to fuck with me. I'm not here for you to accept me. I'm not here for that. If you don't want to, that's your prerogative, and that's a fact. I'm not gonna go against how you feel about me. Shit, that's your motherfucking thoughts. What I look like trying to battle your motherfucking thoughts on how you feel about me. That's how you feel. Because, see, I embrace motherfucking rejection. And I have no problem with you abandoning me. That's fine. Because, in fact, 9 times out of 10, I was going to abandon you anyway. I was going to probably end up rejecting you anyway. You're not going to force me to do what the fuck you do. And if I have to be like you and think like you and act like you and do what you do to fuck with you, then guess what? We're not cool. Now, if we meet each other and we already on that same level, you know, we pretty much eat the same thing, we think the same thing, we are the same thing, then we're one. Those are the ones I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the ones who's trying to get me to turn into them. I'm not trying to do that. And you shouldn't either. Rejection is your protection. No need in wanting acceptance. Period. Oh, my family don't fuck with me. Maybe you're the black sheep. Maybe your family is somebody who you are meant to be against. Maybe your family is the ones who are all following a trend and you're not. Maybe you feel different than how your family feels. Whoever said they're a fucking family? You all came through a fucking portal. Just because you close don't make you fucking family. Because you're really not close. You just was born or metamorphed or transitioned closely. It don't mean you're close. Just like you being lonely don't mean you're alone. Or just because you're alone don't mean you're lonely. Know the difference. People who practice being alone, they have a sense of fucking what we deem as peace. They have a sense of what we deem as motherfucking exhilaration, or what y'all call happiness. They don't give a fuck. They do what they want. They eat what they want. They attract what they want. They fuck who they want. It don't matter what color the person is. Oh, you shouldn't be having sex with this person. I'm going to fuck who I want to fuck. Wanna know why? Because I don't follow you. I don't think like you. I'm not here to do what you do. Now, we don't have to be on the same vibration. That's fine. I'm not going to try to change you, and don't you try to change me. Rejection is your protection. No need and needing acceptance. I am Big Mama Maisha. If you need a reading, if you need to overcome some shit, if you need to stop looking for other people's validation to feel valid, if you want to get out of following a trend, if you want to motherfucking become one within, get at me for a reading. Until then, rejection is your protection. No need in wanting or needing acceptance.